Space is family programming.
Documentary films.
Unbelievably diverse music program.
The education of our children.
And it's literature.
Symphony Space is...
You know, as our country struggles with the education of our children, there's been a huge emphasis on math and science, math and science. Math and science is everything, and everything artistic is thrown out the window. Being theater or literature or kids writing poetry or any of those things. So I'm really glad that Symphony Space does offer programming for children where they can explore their imaginations and they can learn to write, and ultimately I believe that that will make them better scientists and mathematicians.
Hello, my name is D.A. Pennebak, and this is my neighborhood. I live right around the corner and I work right around the corner. And I'm here to tell you that I appreciate and actually I dearly love Symphony Space because it shows documentary films. And everybody, of course, knows all about documentary films now. They know which ones won the Academy Award and which ones didn't and which ones should have, but they don't know where to see any of them. And luckily, there are a few places in Manhattan that do show them, and that's what Symphony Space does, and it's why I love Symphony Space as a place where documentaries live.
Laura Kaminsky, the artistic director, is a composer herself. So she's very sensitive to and interested in nurturing all of the musical traditions that we have all over the world, and also in making sure that she supports new music that's coming up right here, bubbling up in New York. I've been at Symphony Space as a singer, as a composer, as a panelist. I've done selected shorts as well. So now what I'm able to do at Symphony Space is bring together all of the things that I do: acting, writing, composing, in one piece, writing a music theater piece for the first time, and that's because of the daring of Symphony Space.
I have a good feeling in my heart for Just Kidding and Symphony Space, and that was for me, I feel like that was our launching pad. That was the first place with the real stage, real sound that was having us come in and play shows. And that was, as I recall, the only place in New York that had regular family programming when we were starting out. That was the one place. There were very few places as we were touring that had regular family programming, but Symphony Space was, my sense is they were the pioneer here in New York.
Well, about 25 or 30 years ago, sometime in the 80s, I was called and asked if I would come up to this building called Symphony Space on the Upper West Side and read a short story to an audience. And I'd never heard of that before. I thought, what? People come and they pay money and they go in and sit in the dark and we read stories to them? And so I kind of didn't get it. And the audience was enwrapped and very moved. And I went, oh, now I get it. This is like the oldest form of entertainment. It's people sitting around fires for millennia have been telling stories. And it's alive and well.